everybody, it's me, Kim, and it is, what day is it? It's Wednesday, and I think this is going to go out on a Wednesday, hopefully. I just got home from work, got the animals fed, got my mom fed, put some laundry in, and now it's time to unbox 3 Diamond Dots that I got off of Walmart.com, and then also when Diamond Dots had a big sale last week, and so like they got me like at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. It got me. So got quite a big box in yesterday of Diamond Dots, and we'll leave it at that. It's raining outside. So what's new? We're definitely lacking rain here in Oklahoma. Can you hear the sarcasm in my voice? So, but anyway, so I have 2 Diamond Dots and a Simply Dots, which is Diamond Dots just in a bigger format. So let's start out with this one first. I hope everybody is doing well. We're still surviving like the great Temu shutout of 2025, or almost shutout, like just the cold shoulder. We just kind of gotten the cold shoulder from Temu right now. And hey, before I start this, I want you, everybody that has purchased from a local seller, you paid the $2.99 for a local seller for quick shipping. Go and see if your stuff cleared customs. What the heck is local about that? Can someone tell me what's local about that? Because the last time I checked, local did not count overseas. I'm just saying, because I have a few. Anyway, so we're gonna get on that. But we have survived. I am seeing so many people post in the D-Stash sites online, on Facebook. And there's been an influx over in Macari and like Diamond Art Club. I think people had some buyer's remorse or decided maybe they better like de-stash some stuff to make room for the stuff they bought last weekend and maybe pay off like however they purchased it. I don't know, but I picked up a couple. So your panic is my gain. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, so this Diamond Dots right here is called Purr Pair. P-U-R-R Pair. This is a special edition. It's an all-inclusive Diamond Dot Facet art kit. It is a 10.6 by 10.6 or 27 by 27 centimeter. The fabric size is 13.8 by 13.8 or 35 by 35 centimeter. And number of colors is 14, and the diamond counts is 5,873. I love cats. Couldn't turn this one down. I'm not sure. I think I got this one on Walmart. I don't know. It's all mixing together right now, so I don't know. So this is how their kit comes. So the kit's in here, so I'm going to open it. And it says it comes with 3 new dotting tools, but they're not new dotting tools. They're just a multi-placer and I think a straightener, but we'll see. And it does for, those of us that store our drills separately, it will get, that is the kit number. So you don't have to put it on there. You don't have to do that. Now, if my canvas comes in a box like this, I don't separate them. I don't. And I will be quite honest with you. If I probably had to do it all over again, well, no, I would still separate my budgets, because I like to lay them out because it takes a while for them to straighten out. So, but you have a pen, you have a boat, this gray boat, you have a big old plate of wax. Let's just go ahead and come on down in there. There we go. Big old plate of wax, a straightener, what looks to be a 3-placer. This might be a 6-placer, and a squishy. So, in case you couldn't see that, a straightener, what looks to be a 3-placer, what looks to be a 6-placer. Okay. Now, if you have not diamond painted before, Diamond Dotz is a great place for you to start. Because you can, a lot of Walmarts, bigger Walmarts, mine does not carry that, has never carried it. One close to me did, and then they stopped carrying it. So I just get them online. But you can probably pop into a Walmart somewhere and pick one up. You used to be able to go to Joann's and do it. You can't do that anymore, right? So, a lot of these are they're partial. And what we mean by partial is that not the whole canvas will be painted, which will not have drills on them. Drills are what we call the little diamonds. That's what you'll hear some people call them. It comes in a little dust bag. You can call them whatever you want to call them. Rhinestones, which we actually do have rhinestones, so maybe not. So just your diamonds, your drills, your dots, whatever you want. But a partial means that if you look, let me get this rolled. So this is poured glue. So I can roll it backwards. I would roll it backwards anyway because I don't do double-sided adhesive. Double-sided adhesive is just a big old slab of double-sided tape, and you cannot roll your kit back like that because it'll put rivers and stuff. It'll ruin the glue. It'll ruin your canvas. You don't want to do that. If you're not going to keep it as a double-sided adhesive, which I do not, you can do this because you're going to remove it. It's not going to matter because you're going to use dot sticks made by Diamond Dotz and make it poured gluish. I call it poured gluish because I don't want to say it's poured glue. I mean, because it is. I mean, we pour it on there. But if you look, let's bring you down here. So you can see here, there are none of the, are you going to focus? I don't know if it's going to focus or not. There you go. You can see that there is none of the numbers and symbols and so on that we use. And there's glue, and then there's not. So this is a partial, because we only partially paint the canvas. So a lot of your little diamond dots that are this size that you pick up in Walmart, not all of them, but a lot of them are partials, and it's just a really good way to start. And you start with a really good quality drill, because Diamond Dotz drills are great. They are great. They're pretty, and they are great quality. They're easy to work with, which means you don't have a lot of trash. When trash, we mean that there is like tabs, because if there's tabs on the side of them, on rounds, it's still a pain, but it's not as much if you were doing a square, because the squares just, they bump right up next to each other. The rounds, depending on what kit you're working on, some bump right up next to each other ish. It's a round, you can't bump right up next to each other, but it gets pretty close. So it does come with an instruction sheet. It tells you how to diamond paint, and it tells you this in English, French, and Spanish. But it's a great sheet, but y'all, I don't need it. I don't know, some days I think I might, but I don't need it. But isn't it adorable? These two little kittens laying in a blanket, just sleeping. They're just sleeping. And it's going to be letters and symbols. Diamond Dotz does not go by the DMC code. They have their own code, but they do have a conversion chart on their website. Just look up Diamond Dotz to DMC and you'll find it. Now, I know that some of these Diamond Dotz that I have purchased have specials in them, like ABs. And it doesn't tell me that on the outside, so I have to take these out and take a look at it. But I love their little face. Look at their little nose. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's see, are there any ABs on this one? Trying to not get any glare, but you know. It's so hard to tell sometimes with, that's really pretty, because their drills are so pretty. No, there are no specials in this one. Okay. So sometimes you just don't know with Diamond Dots, evidently, until you look, because I looked at one, I just kind of like glanced through, I'm like, oh no, it doesn't have any ABs. And one of our Facebook group members said, oh no, she said, I just did that one, it does have ABs. And I went, well, great. Okay, so I lied. No, I didn't really, I just too lazy to look, I guess. But so that is going to be the first one. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to get this put up and then we're going to come back for number 2. Okay, everybody, I am back. So I got that put up. I wasn't going to make you go through all that like I did the other day. I just don't have the time. I don't have the space to just kind of put them to the side. I just need to kind of put them back in the box when I get done. So this is going to be our second. It's going to be called Watercolor Butterfly. It is once again an all-inclusive diamond facet art kit from Diamond Dots. And it says up here that it is an intermediate exclusive design. So this is going to be design size 14 inch by 11 inch, so a 35 by 28 centimeter. Fabric size is a 17.1 by a 13.8, so a 43.5 by 35 centimeter, and has 25 colors and 8,200 drills. This one I know I got, I don't want to say it. I say, I know I got that one off Walmart. I don't know. Go to walmart.com, type in Diamond Dots. That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do. The good thing is if I open these, because I'm like, I hauled some the other day. I showed you guys some the other day. I'm like, which ones did I show you? Oh, the colors are pretty. I'm gonna put it off over here. Has the same kit, so I'm not gonna show you the kit. Sometimes I struggle, it's not sometimes, most of the time, I struggle trying to find the bag, like where they tape the bag. I'm like, why is this so difficult? So I kind of made a decision. I'm going to talk about this a little bit while I'm straightening this out and doing all of this, that I might become a multi-whipper. Let me tell you why. So the all crystal canvas that I worked on is absolutely stunning. But you guys, I've talked about this quite a bit. It was very difficult to work on. The amount of confetti was insane, which I love confetti. Same instructions. I love confetti, but with the drills popping because the rhinestones weren't the same size, you know, they were pretty, very, very inconsistent, and just trying to, and I think sometimes content creators like myself, especially because I'm so new, I think we feel this pressure to get these completions. I mean, if you're a creator and you feel that way, let me know. especially because I have a Facebook group and we have events and we have all these things going, and I needed to get that done so I could have the space, because with my mom moving in, I don't have the space to just kind of lay a canvas here and lay it there, and I don't have that space anymore, because it was in the extra bedroom, which is now her bedroom. So I found that canvas almost made me dislike diamond painting, and I'm like, no. I had an hour left on that canvas to do, basically, and I still do, and I just I hung it up. I'm like, if the drills pop off, they pop off. I'll fix it later, and so on. And I don't know. I decided then and there I wasn't going to let any event, any canvas make me feel like that again. And I'm going to pause it real quick because my phone's ringing, because it always happens when I get on here to film content. Okay, I am back. Like I said, that seems to happen every time I get on here and film content. But, you know, it just kind of is what it is. And I go with it. It's just the nature of the beast, right? It's modern world. Phones, people can reach you all the time. I can remember when you had party lines. And you could pick up the phone and hear your neighbor talking. If you were a kid, you'd sneak and try to listen to him a little bit. Anyway, I mean, not that I ever did that. This is, once again, a partial. And some diamond dots, they have like this border, or most diamond dots have a border around them, so that you don't have, it just really looks nice. I mean, you don't have that glue over on the edge and so on that we get with some of the other canvases. But this is so pretty, you guys. It is so pretty. And it comes with the same kit. We're going to look at the drills. Like I said, this is, how many drills did I say there were? 25. And I don't know if there's any specials. I don't know. The squishy's pink. That's the only thing that's changed on this one. It's hot pink. I'm down with it. I save the squishies. I save the multi-placer ends because I do 3D print, and I am now starting to sell my stuff. So on the pins that I 3D print, I will include, you know, some of that stuff in there. I normally do not show all the colors, but because we don't know in diamond dots for the most part if it has any special drills, any ABs, we're just going to kind of go through them. Usually all I try to show are like the specials, like the rhinestones, the ABs, the fairy dust, or whatever the company that they come from have to call them. And I'm not seeing anything. Love that color. Nope, just a really pretty piece. Yep. No specials in this one. We'll go back and take a look at this canvas. And it's called Watercolor Butterfly, and that's exactly what it is. It's going to be so pretty. So pretty. And it won't take too long to do. It won't take too long at all. All right. So I'll pause and we'll come back and we'll look at the third one while I get all of these put up and get this back in the box. Everybody, so I just realized that when my phone rang, I was telling you about becoming a multi-lipper, and I didn't finish that. So we can talk about that while I get this put back in the box. So that canvas, that crystal canvas, just like I said, kind of just sucked almost the joy of diamond painting. If it had been the first diamond painting I had ever done, I don't think I'd have done another. No, I know I wouldn't have done another. I know I would have done it. So I'm so glad that it wasn't the first one. But I do feel like content creators sometimes feel a pressure to get these canvases done, their whips done, so they can, you know, do their completion, their month in review. And, you know, I don't do that every month. I don't feel the need to do it every month. I feel like I could do it every 2 months, do it, you know, 6 times a year and be good. I do. So that's not, I don't feel that kind of pressure, but I do feel like I need to be getting more done than I'm getting done. And if you watch my channel, you know about all the chaos in my life since before I started diamond painting, because that's why I had to. But then since then, my dad's passing, my mom's dementia, you know. So it started out, you know, with my dad's dementia. My mom had a stroke. This is all since I started the channel. My dad's dementia getting worse and worse. My mom having a small stroke and going into the hospital. Then my dad literally, like, was it a week, 2 weeks after her stroke, he went into the hospital for 3 weeks, came home on hospice, passed away 2 days later. Then my mom's dementia getting worse. And then I knew I had to move her in here. And then she's been here since Mother's Day. So in a nutshell, that's what my life has been like 4 months and months and months. And I don't know, and you know, getting another dog and because it's mom's dog. And so now it's like, it's even more so like a zoo in here. You can hear them. I don't have any idea what they're barking at. They probably have no clue what they're barking at. But I feel, or I did feel some sort of pressure about getting more done. And I don't feel that way anymore. Because I'm not going to let my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, my group, any of that ruin this hobby that I just love and has done such positive things for my stress and anxiety. So I will be working on canvases for events on my page, my Facebook group. Doesn't mean I'm going to finish them. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to roll them up, put them back in the box, put them in the blueprint stand that I ordered today. This is how serious I am about this. And pull it out when I'm ready to work on it again. I am enjoying the process of the canvas that I'm working on right now. I'm taking my time. I'm enjoying the process. And that's how it needs to be for me here going in. You know? So as a creator who spends money to do this channel, which is fine. This is part of my therapy. And with YouTube seeming, I've heard a lot of people talk, they've seen a drop in their revenue. That in some of us, not all of us, but some of us put it all back into the channel with what we get. We do feel that pressure to get things done, to get content out, to keep subscribers, to get our subscriber rate up, to get, to buy more product. And it can be expensive for some. It can be. And so the pressure across the board for a lot of creators is high. And I'm not going to let it get to me. Because if it does, I'll just shut the channel down for a while. And I'll shut my Facebook group off for a while. And I don't want to do that. I miss you guys. So, and I just diamond paint all the time. I'd work, take care of my house, take care of my zoo, take care of my mother, and then I just diamond paint. That's what I would do. So that's what I was trying to tell you guys when I got distracted a while ago. But we're not there right now. I'm just gonna have multi-whips and try not to get stressed over those. So this is going to be a Simply Dotz. It's going to be Underwater Paradise. The design area is 51 by 41 centimeters or 20.1 by 16.1 inches. Number of colors is 37. Dot count is 25,597. So this is a bigger kit. But I love the C6. It's good. And the kit's going to be a little different, so I'll show you that when we get to the drills. How about that? So now over on my Facebook group, I was just talking about like how the little money that we make from YouTube, that, you know, like I put all of it back into the channel. I am going to start just on my Facebook group. That's it. Selling some of my 3D printed items that I do to help with that as well. But I'm only going to do it in my Facebook group, and I'm only going to do it right now for items I pre-make. So I won't be taking like custom orders, and it will be not really a bid thing. I really like how Lady lays custom designs on their pins. I really like how they do their, they'll put the pin out, they'll put the price, and then you assign yourself a number from, and then they do a wheel, and then that's the person who gets the opportunity to purchase that item. And I think that's probably how we're going to have to do it, because I can't keep up all day long because I work with people trying to make bids, or someone saying, I put in, you know, at the last minute I put in, I'm not gonna deal with that. I think the number thing or whatever, I think that's is the best way to do it. And I'll use what, you know, little we make there and put it back in the channel. You know, I'll pay for the filament that it takes to print it, and that'll be it. I make trays and cover minders and 3D printed pins, and now they're not as good as your hand turn pins, I'll tell you that right now. But if you can't afford a hand turn pin, it is an alternative. I do canvas rollers. I do the clamps that go on the desk that hold your canvas. I just do a lot of things. And then there'll be other stuff that, like I may do holiday related stuff, like cookie cutters. And so it just depends on what licenses I buy. Some I already own. Some I'll look at getting and stuff. But anyway, so that's what I'm trying to do, to try to find ways to offset so I can buy. I'm going to get some like bundle deals together on canvases that I've hauled, like from Temu and Shein and places like that, and offer those as a bundle deal, so that we can just always be offering fresh content for you. And then, of course, like I said, we don't make that much, so I do put some of my money in there. I've always done it. There we go. But anyway, so I just wanted to explain that to you in case you guys hear some, you know, me talking about, well, nope, I'm just taking my time on this one, or nope, I'm starting another whip. And I'm not going to get like... I'm not going to have more than, 4 or 5 going at a time. That's my max, absolute max. So look at these little fish. They are so good. This is the border that I was talking about that Diamond Dotz does. You have your sunken ship back here. You have your coral reef. You have your fish. And when you see these colors, you're going to know that it's really going to pop. So This should be a lot of fun to work on. Look at the blue, just, I love it. I love ocean themed stuff. I love cats, I love ocean themed. I see an AB, so there are going to be specials in this one. And I figured that there probably is going to be. This right here is this kit. So you get 2 things of heart wax, a purple tray, a purple pen, a squishy. Is there any multi-placers? Nope, but there's baggies. I love these baggies. I keep these baggies. I keep the wax. I keep the squishy. Everything else just kind of goes. Okay. Because, you know, I have all the things that I need to diamond paint comfortably, and so that it's enjoyable for me in my old hands. All right, so I can't see these very well when I can see the ABs though, but we'll try to get some of the glare off of this a little bit. And there's a shadow, but it's a shadow and light, or no shadow and no light. There's nothing in between there. Look at that orange, isn't that gorgeous? All these blues, of course. And all these colors in our fish and our reef and so on. Oh, I'm tired. It's been a long day. I woke up around 2 a.m. Wide awake. Don't know why that happened. But that's kind of nothing new for me. Like, hoping to get in bed pretty early tonight, but that's not going to happen. So this never does. I say it, and it never does. So there's 1, 2, 3 ABs. That's what we have in this kit. So here, can you see it? Maybe I need to bring the light back over now. Nope. Okay, that is our drills for this canvas. So let's flip it over and let's see if we can find where those ABs go. Okay. So let's go with the white, and it's going to be 837. And we're going to look. So let's come down here a little closer. So 837 is going to be here, and here, over in these fish here, some in here. So just little touches all throughout the fish. Is there any, some in here. So that's where that white is going to go. So our next one is going to be 836, and it's going to be this green, and it's going to be a T. So in here, man, there must be, like, the neighborhood cat must be out and about. In here, up in here, over in here. And then the yellow, A35. And that's going to be, I think this is pretty self-explanatory. I say that. What's the symbol? Well, not. Yep, in here, over in here. In here, a little bit in here, down in here. So yeah, really, really cute. So I'm very, very happy with three diamond dots that I got. Like I said, some are off diamonddots.com, and I will put that link below, and some are off walmart.com, and you just have to type in diamond dots to see what they have. And they do have a storefront. You can go to it. Be careful. Some are free shipping, some are not. If you're a Walmart Plus member, which I am, just take a look. Some of it you can find on Diamond Dots cheaper. Some of it you can find in-store on clearance if you have one that has diamond dots. But I don't, and I don't have any near me, so I'm not that lucky. Thank you for stopping in. If you like the content, if you like seeing these types of hauls, please give me a thumbs up, a subscribe, and a share. All the YouTubey things. Do all those YouTuber things for me. That would be great. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. I pay attention to those too. Like I said, I did want to explain to you guys today why I'm going to be doing multi-whips and why I'm taking my time doing things, and how I wanted you to know that if you feel pressure to get canvases done, you're not alone. And creators, I think we really feel that pressure. And I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to let anything suck the joy of this craft away from me. You guys have a great one. Come back tomorrow. I'll have more diamond dots, or I might have something else. I might have some Temu from a local seller that's not local. I should ask for my shipping back. Anyway, you guys have a great one. I will talk to you later.